Press cross button.
Dead set calling. You're up.
On my way.
Anything we shut up. Anything at all.
Oh, hey, I could go for a ride in that.
All the weight on my shoulders, boy, back up. Stop, like I know that's what.
The Buccaneer, this is the Bug. Hello, resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good, that's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowfly. It's Alex.
Suspect reported.
Albion. Your friend from Alex.
Monitoring status.
And the water. To a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
That attacks you every single day. And thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations
Where
went.
did
Probably
they go?
like a football.
Shit.
In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still,
Control,
right,
put out an
record low.
APW.
Although I imagine
Target
probably
is
depends
gone.
exactly how you count it. If you include by
Possible hostile.
Location.
quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think there might be to commit violent crime these days anyway. The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts. Are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? What is that rate?
They certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
What is the
Control, I've lost the target.
99.95 cryptos bargain. Seems very reasonable. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway. Because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You can just starve to death without even starting again.
We don't have to ask exactly what the Prime Minister has to do with this. Let's ask him. Hello, you're from number 10 Downing Street.
Brace for
Is
impact.
the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, I missed you on Tony's
Preparing to intercept vehicles.
Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else on the phone?
Yes, of course, there's a shady figure on the
Danger.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
What was that?
I'm putting an end to this.
You remember when you could get away with prank calls without people coming round to your house to beat the shit out of you?
Oh, happy time.
You're listening to the bar.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things.
Pursuing the target. Over.
Politics. We're supposed to have the mother of parliament. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves. And let me tell you, that never
Control.
works out like it does.
I've lost
in
the
stories.
target.
Wolves are bad parents, unless you're a wolf, in which case they can do a job bringing you up as a wolf. Do not give your children to wolves.
Returning to HQ.
And do we actually own
Search
anything in the country
terminated.
now? Is there anything we haven't flogged off for profit? Oh, I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted and diluted until there's barely a trace of the original Britain left. But some
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
New on the bug this week.
We're on their
A
tail.
new feature.
Over.
The bug off feature.
Control, please advise. Suspect is evading.
And this week we're going to tell to bug off and to get things going. I'm going to nominate Big Nigel.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over?
This place is basking of freedom. I'm just not sure that that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom. Historically, the East India Company, that was a trading house with an army of 250,000 soldiers, which is a lot for a company. The
Anyone
Bug
have
PLC
visual?
has
Anyone?
Alice with a water pistol. But crucially, compared with Albion, the East India Company didn't operate its cultural military army in London. It did it a long way away, out of sight, out of mind.
I'm terminating the
For
search.
the bug off.
Fall back.
I think today's
Over.
bug off for me goes to my streaming service. I'm sick of being recommended things based on things I do. The other day it recommended me to
All
watch a
units,
reality
possible
TV
suspect or
competitive
suspects
dating
reported
show.
in.
Competitive reality television dating show.
Don't forget the live show that is so secret and is definitely not happening. Not tell anyone not to come to it. It's definitely not happening.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley
Please
my
advise.
favourite topic to talk about.
Control,
System,
we're
it's
pursuing the
easy to
suspect.
forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every optic device. Whether you're using optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streaming to your motor
Received,
from
we're
Blue
going
Central
around the
Command
target.
Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the
Negative,
service
suspect
AIs
is
that
gone.
just complete.
Urgent call,
When you ask
possible
Bagley
hostile at
anything,
your
there's a
location.
quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day,
Received.
I let Bagley
Watching
answer
for
all of
suspect.
my messages for a whole 24 hours.
You just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse.
Negative.
Pretty much any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom, that's when things changed.
And really, that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your optic headset.
I'm calling off the
Isn't AI
pursuit.
only good because of Bloom surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I'd prefer not to talk about that side of things.
shooting!
Right there.
This fucking thing I've ever seen.
Getting out of here.
Brutal kills in this game. It's not just optic. According to Bloom, the optic system is now the most secure it's ever been. And, well, of course, I mean, so convincing.
All units, I say again, all units, we have we'll engage if necessary.
The government has hacked into my soul and now basically monitors my every waking moment and thought. But if it comes to the time where's my nearest coffee shop into a search engine, at least I don't have to waste anything between 8 and 12 seconds every day going online to look
No
at
sign of the target. Over.
And at least I'm not frittering away my precious memory energies thinking, what do I actually think?
Optic is so secure, and it's more secure than a teenage girl reading a women's magazine. It's more secure
Target
than a
is long
comedian with a
gone.
drinking problem.
Disengage.
More secure than
Over
someone
and
who's
out.
just got his first motorcycle license.
finally, before we go today, bug off to the Prime Minister, who has once again FRO'd to who knows where this week. He sure as hell is not here in London. I remember back in the day, Alice, when I Prime Minister, but not
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile. Let's keep this by the process.
I'm pretty sure
Can anyone see the suspect?
Space station knocking around where he can go and entertain himself for the rest of the time. Can we crowdfund it? Tell you, let's make a cryptocurrency out of something and crowdfund it that way. What have you got spare? Jelly beans? Are they still legal?
He's away so often, Andy. I'm
Control.
starting to think
Hostiles near your location.
We are done.
Stand by.
Hi, Captain. It's a message. What are they saying?
Any sign of the
This
target?
will for
Anyone?
all alien employees?
If you're ready to blow hunger out of the water, then our Spicy Subs 2-for-1 deal is big enough to torpedo any appetite. Offer only valid for Albion entries.
Calling all available officers to my location.
The bug.
Lost sight of the target. Over.
yum yum.
Hello, Bugs. This is the Bug. I'm Andy. This is Alice, and today we're going to be
Received. We are
pretending
in
that everything is
pursuit.
fine. Yeah, in fact, yeah, that's fine. Well,
Negative. No vision of the suspect.
A reality time now. And we're finally today, we're going to road test the latest update to the CSA app, the government app that has brought the great British tradition of snitching on people you don't like back to the very heart
Search
of
has
public
yielded
life,
no
the,
results.
school
Report
playground.
back to
I'm going to
HQ.
tell a new threat.
I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area.
Control.
Over.
We've received the call over.
Have them, shall we say, involuntarily rehoused at Hotel Gas. If you see something, say something. Or if you think you might at some point see something, say something. Or if you haven't seen anything but don't like someone, say something anyway. Well, let's have a look at this new app. Alice, I'm sure you've got it on your phone at first glance, but the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed. A simple button to snitch on someone. That's so much better than non-government informer apps like...
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area.
I just need to geocache where the person I'm ratting on currently is. Let's call that for the sake of argument. Alice?
Sorry, Andy, I was busy reporting you to the authorities.
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
Someone must be willing to take a chance. Why not add some stakes to the map?
Who out here is looking to make some money? I got the inside information you want right here. Anyone want to say something? The girls got good eyes. Everything here is above board. You never know what can happen. Come now, we got our money.
Who's looking to make a bet? At least come over and hear what my hands are.
Alice, I have some evidence for you. She tutted audibly at the side of Albion vehicles in the street yesterday. She says she prefers pictures to blue drones. I mean, come on, seriously, when did a drone ever crap on a picnic? And what's more, look, I've no idea if this is true or not, but I have it on very good authority, so please write this down. That she owns not one, but two unlicensed fallopian tubes, whatever they are. But they sound dodgy.
If I had a crypto for every time someone had reported my fallopian tubes, I'd have 3. Sure, I think it converts to about 120,000 great British pounds with the old money.
We'll report back and be arrested and interned. I mean, I love this system, Alice, and no more awkward rumbling resentments with your neighbours.
Right, this is the place.
So you might as well get in there first before you punch yourself down to the estate. Let's call it. I've got someone else.
motherfucker!
That's the CTOS up there.
Checking out the alarm now.
Empty. The data might be broken, but I'll keep looking.
Moving on.
It's just a matter of...
I mean, like a beekeeper. Dressed him in the beekeeper shit. Where can I get one of those clothes off him?
Even want a clean British ethnostate.
This is the bug on the Buccaneer. Well, before we go today, Alice, let's delve into what we most miss about the old days. I'm going to kick off with the flag. I never thought I'd miss the old Union Jack, but somehow our new flag managed to be even more irritating than that. I don't know quite what it is, if it's the new colour scheme, or if it's just that it symbolises the loss of everything we once held dear. But that flag irritates the hell out of me.
Was everything you ever held dear Scotland?
Well, that was something I held quite dear.
I miss being able to dodge my friends' destination weddings in Italy. There's nothing worse than being asked to spend the equivalent of a motorbike on some sort of boat-based farce in Sorrento, and I was saying, oh no, I can't afford it. Now they're all getting married in Brighton, and I have to go to that horrendous beach. It's made of rocks, Andy. If your sandcastle is an actual castle, that's not a beach.
Tell you what I miss. I miss free will. That was fun. Remember that? All the time. Who cares? It felt fun. I miss cash, particularly coins. I really miss coins. The fun of doing a headless Harry festive prize to do
I really regret it. It's just isn't my seat.
Andy, I miss there being mystery in life and not just a hope that your new partner is good enough at hacking to find out all the information the government has on you.
Bye for now, bug fans. Keep feeding the echidna resistance. One day it will grow into a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Metaphorically.
Claims of impropriety. Join us on GDB for the story behind the headlines.
The enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. We only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley was somebody. If you say so.
Market dips, shares roller coasters, cryptocurrency. There are those who like to speculate to accumulate, and those who just want to make sure their money is safe. Lane Bank has been offering loans, savings, and mortgages since it was founded in 1867. That's why we're sticking with the pound. Only legal citizens, only the pound, only you. Lane Bank, because we know you're banking on us.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneers. Your source for what's
No visual of target. Ending pursuit.
This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcasting has been through a lot of changes since the
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area, over.
Received.
Stand by.
It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions.
Anyone have visual? Anyone?
Safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Chucks, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by Democrats all over the world.
Control,
So before the media frag, I thought there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible. And because that meant money in their pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling or keep you listening or keep you looking for more information. The second is that that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so you got more sensational headlines and more sensational stories, and it didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just
Oh my god, I know. No, so you've just... Yeah, so that's exactly what I said. You've just got to call him.
No worries, mate.
the perfect environment for an authoritarian voice to come in and say, no, wait, we are the truth. So the ground for this environment really got created when we had suddenly authoritarian politicians everywhere, and anything that threatened
Control to all
that's
units.
disinformation.
Possible
That's
hostiles
fake
near your
news.
location.
And again, we got in a situation
advised, we
where
are on the
nobody
trail.
really believed anything. And the trouble is, if you were telling the truth, it's very hard to get your message to cut through all of the noise of all of the disinformation that's there. So, like, you know, there was this story about when they would take a house by force, they would take any infants.
Control, I can't see the suspect.
And that's
Please
a
advise.
great, fantastic, viral story. And how do you counter that story? With the truth. The only way you can counter it is by saying, no, they didn't. And of course, no one wants to spread that story. No one wants
Terminating
to
the search. Control. Put out an APW.
Perhaps the key way government have controlled and influenced their populations. So, totalitarian countries have to. was, of course, many concerns and many problems, but in a way there were some positive things that, like, not all information was coming from one place, and so you'd have... So whilst there was the digital afforded more fake information, it also makes us suspicious and sceptical of information and makes us question the information we're getting.
I think in pre-crisis Britain, it might not seem this way at the time, but there was something positive about that there was a lot of distrust in the NGO, and there were different kinds of truths that were told, whereas now I think there's been a return to a more traditional and older pre-digital sense. People just trusting what they're told, and that's why we have to have conversations like this to challenge those
perceptions. Most citizens feel pretty hopeless, I think, and unable to fight back against these kind of huge mainstream corporations that simply entrench and support the ideals and ideologies of the state. It can seem very hopeless indeed, but I think, you know, the fact that you're out there listening, we're in here talking, shows that there is still space to combat these false truths and disinformation that's being sold to us, and that it's never possible really to completely shut down, despite all the technologies that they have at their disposal and all the financial and corporate power and all the physical power, that it's never quite possible to shut down the desire to get to the truth.
You found the place. You found it, now find some way to destroy it.
Complex. Dreams, passions, hopes, ambitions. You're complex, so we're complex. Complex. New clothing for a new Britain.
Ian was a veteran political writer and broadcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Damn, it's like they just vanished. Brilliant.
Democratic India in post-communist states. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we look at critical price. But also there's this other thing that's going on here is the gathering of data and the analysis of data.
There, good and fucked. Well done.
Stop you from doing things in society based on your behaviours, and this can be as trivial as if you jaywalk, if you cross the road in the wrong place, you might lose points. If you do some community activities or help your neighbours, you might earn points, and then this can be used to sort of evaluate you as a person. And this could mean, for example, travel privileges, being able to travel first class, or being denied from travelling first class to not being able to travel at all. These systems are very real and very possible because of all of the data that is now held on us.
So if your ears are burning and you think someone might be watching, you're probably right. They're watching all of us. I'm Tash, and you've been listening. Keep listening, keep sharing the show, and keep being creative. They're watching us, but we're watching them too.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is, in fact, Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next-door neighbour in these Netherlands of nonsense. It's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bitch is Alice?
All units, possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. One other place on its ad. Today, Alice, our borders are safe. Wait. Through the skin, just by snapping. My question for you is why 4,000? Is that really enough? I will not feel safe until at least another 75 million people have been deported from this country, and I'm here in Britain.
Can anyone see the suspect?
As a bleeding heart lefty, Andy, I would normally be outraged about this, but really I think mass deportation is a very handy way to break up with a partner. I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but this is not the sort boss has reported you for snoring really loudly in a French way.
So everyone out, no exceptions, Alice, not even you. It's for the good of the country. Everyone out, unless you can prove that your family are in the background of the Bayeux Tapestry cheering on King Harold at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Get out! Actually, that's not good enough. Unless you can show, unarguably, that your direct bloodline is untainted by anything since before the Romans. Actually, scratch that. Unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building Stonehenge, get out of my country.
I guess when you look at it, you know, the best way to stop
Sweet little whip, mate. Bang tight.
Let's get some.
Get him, boy, up. Send the white sisters over. They've been
Drop
working
the gun.
along.
Put it away, mate.
Hey, I need backup.
This causes a lesson.
Drop the gun.
Bloody alarm. Better get searching.
I'll look somewhere else. It's clear. Moving on.
Here's a quick joke for you, Alice, about immigration. Did you hear the one about the woman who went into the immigration processing centre and was ever seen again?
No, Andy, I didn't hear that one.
Set up punchline. Classic. For those of you unfamiliar with it, the immigration processing centre is, of course, where so many of our guests to Britain go for involuntary hide and seek. I will conclude by saying, out of all the things wrong with Britain today, I think immigration is right up there, Alice. When you think of all the health...
Probably a good thing, because foreign politicians are always putting their foot in their mouths. How much worse can they do if they're not there? I mean, by definition, the fact that there's a spy scandal means that they were terrible spies. The point of spies is that there's never a spy scandal.
Yeah, but let's get straight to the
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your
German
location.
spies in that SIRS crackdown on the illegals.
Moving to the hostile's location.
And
Over.
I think that's a sad thing. I think I used to think of Germans as quite scary, but that was because I've been watching World War II movies where the Germans all have English accents. They speak in that very
Any sign of the target?
It's very...
Anyone?
Has an American accent, so it's all like, oh, welcome to the party, we're having a really nice time. Much friendlier Germans. Let them stay.
But that's all today. Hopefully, remember, it's not as bad as it seems. nicely.
I had them.
I hope.
Where did they
Until next
go?
time. Bye-bye.
When you think of your dream home, do you picture peace and quiet?
Calling off the pursuit. Over and out.
Rainwater recycling and green water. You'll get the freshness of countryside.
Unacceptable! I know what you mean. I refuse to put up with this. I just can't handle this right now. I'm not gonna let my blood boil over this situation.
Just turn it down like 2 notches, yeah?
All persons are advised to ensure that they're all
I suppose it's got to be unlocked, and you need the high quality spools and all that. Still seems a bit simple, doesn't it? Can't imagine the police rest too easy. Though I suppose that's only the
No shit. Oh, that's a nice ride. Life wasn't fucking hard. That sucks, mate. What do we have here? Fuck off! Don't bother me.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecom tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network. Although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more people.
Yeah, now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me, and it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The Sister Network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving.
Drone, enter search protocol.
Oh, God!
And don't even get me started on the data. Everything that Bloom sees from your movements around the city and the self-driving cars is collected and feeds back into a big information control system.
today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and configure the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have a small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter.
This is the place.
It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to click on now. All you have to do is
You found it. Now find some way to destroy it.
out. And my favourite feature is public.
Check him down.
We have strange activity here. Issue alert. Look out.
That definitely helped, but it wasn't a case of...
Gone far.
Clear. Let's keep looking.
Well, awesome. We're about to debrief at HQ.
There, good and fucked. Well done.
This is a product that you need in your life.
Why do you hate it so much?
It's just the worst because you had to give up your privacy expectations and accept surveillance. It was almost like the government
Suspect
making
reported in your area.
only to get the
Potentially
last
armed
holdouts
and
across the
hostile.
line. Arrests from the state for not having the optic were pretty much... They don't talk about it because we don't have any choice when it comes to the optic. Yes, it's convenient and mandatory, but everybody's forgotten what it really means. Here, you've got a whole company owning basically all the data about your life. Bloom can see everything that you can see. Nothing is private anymore. There are so many times where I don't want anyone to have a clue about where I am, who I'm chatting with, what I'm doing. It's not even dodgy stuff. It's to blackmail with me with it.
Possible suspect or suspects.
It's the government. The UK as a state has become a complete surveillance paradise.
I think you're painting a bit of a bleak picture. It's not all that bad.
No, you're completely wrong on this. I don't want everybody tracking me wherever I'm going around London.
Well, in that case, you might be interested in some rumours I heard. Did you hear
sign of the
that some
target.
DedSec hackers
making it better or using it?
Control, we're tracking
well,
the
the word on the
suspect.
street is that they've been able to create an encrypted signal, which means that your world might
Negative.
have a
No
chance
sign
of
of the
becoming
target
a
yet.
bit more private again, so you could go back and enjoy all the great things about Optic without that fear of surveillance.
With the Optic, privacy's dead.
Control, we're returning to HQ. Over.
You share your thoughts online. You share your lives online. Now it's time to share your responsibility online. When you see something suspicious, it's time to speak up. SIRS. We're looking out for Britain. Are you?
Control, I've lost the target.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. Hello Britain, this is The Bug, the show that holds up a mirror to the world and smashes itself.
All
naked
units
in despair.
disengage.
I'm Andy,
Suspect
joining
has
me,
disappeared.
As always, Alice and...
I deny everything.